Hello everyone, I am Mohammad Ahmad Qureshi, working as an assistant professor in Civil Engineering Department at RNG Patel Institute of Technology, Bardoli. In the previous lectures, we had studied Singly RC beam and the examples related to Singly RC beam, that is, analysis as well as its design. Now, in our this lecture, we will study WRC beam. Let us see the basic concepts related to WRC beam. As we know that when the heavy loads occurred on beam on any particular structure, due to this heavy load, bending moment will develop. And when we calculate this bending moment, this developed bending moment will exceed the limiting moment of resistance. That is, we can say that bending moment M will be greater than mu limit. So, due to this, we have to apply steel in top portion as well as in bottom portion of the beam. Let us take an example. Suppose there is an one beam whose dimension is B into D. So for Fe415, the equation of mu limit will be 0.138 FCK BD square. So assume that some value of B and D. So we will get approximate mu limit equals to 450 kilonewton into meter. What is mu limit? Mu limit is nothing but your beam capacity. As we had discussed in Singly RC beam. Now, we will calculate the applied moment, that is M. This is our applied moment. So, let us consider that our beam is simply supported beam. And for simply supported beam, we know the equation WL square by 8. So, after putting the values that we had assumed, we will get applied moment capital M equals to 500 kilonewton into meter. So, in this case, we get the value of mu limit as 450 and value of moment, that is applied moment, is 500. Hence, we may say that mu is greater than mu limit. So, in such case, the remaining, that is value of mu is 500 and value of mu limit is 450. So the remaining moment will be approximately equals to 50 kilonewton into meter. This is your remaining moment. Hence, this 50 kilonewton into meter remaining moment has to resist or carry. Hence, we have to add steel for the top portion as well as for the bottom portion of the beam. Hence, we have to add steel reinforcement at top, and as well as in bottom, we have to add steel reinforcement. Then we should design the WRC beam. So, what is WRC beam? Area of steel reinforcement, that is AST, is to be provided in tension zone while in compression zone ASC is provided. Hence, the beam is designed as WRC beam. Just check this condition. MU is greater than MU limit, then we have to design the beam as WRC beam. So now we will go for stress diagram for WRC beam. As in the previous slide, we had seen that value of MU, that is applied moment, is 500 kilonewton into meter, and for MU limit, that is limiting moment, MU limit, we get the value as 450 kilonewton into meter, and the remaining moment, that is MU minus MU limit, is equals to 50 kilonewton into meter. This is our stress diagram for WRC beam. Here B is the width of the beam, small d is our effective depth, capital D is our overall depth, and ASC is nothing but area of steel in compression reinforcement, and AST is nothing but area of steel in tension reinforcement. Means we may say that this top portion is our compression zone and the bottom portion is our tension zone, and both the zone are divided with the help of neutral axis. Just remember one thing, that one new parameter is added in WRC beam, that is D dash. What is D dash? D dash is nothing but effective cover to compression steel. Effective cover to compression steel or compression reinforcement. Now, as we had discussed earlier in singly RC balance section, that is in singly RC chapter, that for singly RC balance section, our C1, that is compressive force, will be equals to our tensile force. Hence, we may say that C1 equals to T1. And in this portion, only concrete is there, means only concrete is present here. But remember one thing, these bars are there in the compression zone. Hence, these three bars, first portion, second portion, and the third portion, in all the three portions, concrete is not present. Concrete is not present in singly RC balance section. Just remember this word. It is most important. And in our WRC section, in tension zone, 1, 2, 3, and 4 bars are provided. What we are going to do, we will divide into two parts. The WRC section we will divide into two parts. Our first part is singly RC balance section and our second part is auxiliary RC section. Hence, this is the addition of singly RC as well as auxiliary portion. Hence, here in W there are 4 bars. So I will distribute here 1 bar and the second bar. Similarly, first and second bar. So our total 4 bars are distributed over here. And hence we know that in singly RC balance section, bars are not provided in the compression zone. Hence, in the WRC section, the upper 3 bars are simply provided in auxiliary section. So this is our first, second, and third bar. Now, as we know that we have to satisfy the condition to restrict the depth of the beam, and hence this will be our C2 and this will be our T2, that is compressive as well as tensile force in the auxiliary RC section. Here the tension exists. Hence here T2 and here is our C2. So for satisfying the condition, that is C2 equals to T2, we have to provide the compression steel at top. Means here I'm talking about this portion. To satisfy C2 equals to T2 and to restrict the depth of the beam, we have to provide the compression steel at top. Hence, with the total AST will be equals to AST1 plus AST2. So, the 50 kilonewton per meter, the additional moment, that is auxiliary RC section. For this, we have to add steel reinforcement in top as well as the additional steel reinforcement in bottom. So this is our stress diagram for WRC beam. Simple, just remember this word. This mu we had calculated is 500. This mu limit we obtained as 450 and the remaining is 50. To satisfy, to resist, or we may say that to carry this additional moment, we have to add top additional steel reinforcement and additional steel reinforcement at bottom. So this is the stress diagram for WRC beam. Now we will go for each section, that is singly RC balance section and auxiliary RC section. So in our singly RC balance section, as we know that here C1, that is force of compression in concrete, will be equals to 0.36 FCKB into XU. We had already studied the basic concepts of compression force in concrete in singly RC beam chapter. Now, as we know that C1 equals to T1, so T1 equals to force of tension in steel will be equals to 0.87 Fy AST1. I had write here only T1 because we are talking about singly RC balance section, means our divided portion first step. So, and next is our Z1, that is lever arm, and we know that Z1 lever arm equals to D minus 0.42 XU. This lever arm is also been discussed in the singly RC beam chapter. So this is the formula of C1, T1 and Z1 for singly balance section. Now we will go for auxiliary RC section. And as we had seen that for C2 equals to T2, we had provided compression steel at top and to restrict the depth of the beam. Hence, here we may write C2 equals to force of compression in compression steel or reinforcement equals to, we know that total will be our compressive stress into area. So this will be equals to FSC minus FCC into area is nothing but ASC. As we had discussed in the previous figure that we had not provided concrete, hence we have to remove AC, that is area of concrete, and hence while removing the area of concrete, we have to subtract the compressive stress in concrete. This is our compressive stress in concrete, and our FSC is stress in compression reinforcement. This is our stress in compression reinforcement. So we will get C2 equals to FSC minus FCC into ASC. And as we know that T2 equals to the force of tension in additional tension reinforcement, and the equation for that is 0.87 Fy AST2. And for lever arm, Z2 equals to, this portion will be our lever arm, that is the perpendicular distance between the two forces. Here is our C2 and here is our T2. So we will get the value of lever arm as Z2 equals to D minus D dash. What is D? D is nothing but our effective depth, and D dash is our effective cover to compression steel. So now we will go to the important formulae regarding the WRC beam. As we had discussed in the first slide, that the moment of resistance of WRC beam will be equals to the moment of resistance of singly balanced RC beam plus moment of resistance of auxiliary section. Hence, we may say that mu equals to mu limit plus mu2, or we may say that mu2 equals to mu minus mu limit. So now we will calculate the value of mu2. So what is mu2? mu2 is nothing but T2 into Z2, that is tension force into lever arm. So we achieved the value of T2 as 0.87 FyAST2 and the value of Z2 as D minus D dash. So here we will get the value of mu2 equals to 0.87 FyAST2 into D minus D dash. And similarly, we may go for this value is for tension zone, and similarly we may go for compression zone, that is mu2 equals to C2 into Z2. So value of C2 is nothing but FSC minus FCC into ASC into value of Z2 is D minus D dash. This is for compression zone. Hence, if we neglect the value of FCC as the compressive stress in concrete, so we will get the value of mu2 equals to FSC into ASC into D minus D dash. As we had not provided concrete, hence we have to remove the area of concrete. Hence we are neglecting the value of FCC, that is compressive stress in concrete. So here we achieve two equations. First is our 0.87 FyAST2 into D minus D dash, and our second equation is mu2 equals to FSC into ASCD minus D dash. So after equating both these equations, we will get the value of AST2. So we will get value of AST2 equals to FSC into ASC upon 0.87 Fy. This equation is given in IS 456 2000, page number 96, clause G 1.2. This will be helpful while calculating the value of AST2. Now we will go for another equation. As we know that the FSC and FCC, both values are unknown for us. That is, what is FSC? Stress in compression reinforcement. And what is FCC? Compressive stress in concrete at the level of compression steel. Hence, for this value, that is FSC and FCC, we have to calculate these both values. And for calculating the values of FCC, we have to use the equation 0.446 FCK. This equation lies in SP 16, page number 13. And for the calculation of FSC, we have to use the formula d dash by d. That is, what is d dash? D dash we had seen earlier that effective cover to compression steel to effective depth ratio. So d dash by d values will be according to the statement that we had given in the example. So d dash by d value for 0.05, 0.10, 0.15 and 0.120, and depending upon the characteristic strength of steel, that is for Fe415 and for d dash by d equals to 0.05, we will get the value of FSC accordingly. That so if we have Fe415 and d dash by d ratio 0.10, then the value of FSC will be equals to 353 Newton per mm square. This table is given in SP 16, page number 13, table number F. So you can calculate the value of FSC by this table using SP 16, page 13 and table number F. You have to just find the value of d dash by d and then you may easily achieve the value of FSC. Now we will go for another formula. As our first type of example is analysis. In WRC section, there are two types of problem. First is analysis of section and second is design of section. So we will first go for analysis portion. In analysis portion, the cross section of the beam and steel will be given to us, and we have to calculate the depth of neutral axis, that is XU, depth of neutral axis, and MU. Both these values are unknown to us and we have to calculate it, both the values, that is depth of neutral axis and value of MU. So as we had seen earlier that total compression, that is C, will be equals to C1 plus C2 and total tension T will be equals to T1 plus T2. So here we may write that total compression will be equals to total tension. That is, total compression is nothing but C1 plus C2 and total tension is T1 plus T2 equals to T. As we know that T equals to T1 plus T2 and value of T1 is 0.87 Fy AST1 and value of T2 equals to 0.87 Fy AST2. And what is AST? AST is nothing but AST1 plus AST2. So we may write that value of C1 is 0.36 FCK B into XU plus value of C2 is FSC minus FCC into ASC FY AST. So by using this equation, we can easily calculate the depth of neutral axis, that is XU, as FCK will be given in the example. Width of the beam, FSC and FCC values are calculated as shown earlier, and value of ASC will also be given, Fy is also given, and AST can be calculated using, or maybe this data will be given in the example. So here the value of XU is only unknown for us, and we may easily calculate the depth of neutral axis using this equation. And if the value of FCC is neglected, then we will get the equation as 0.36 FCK BXU plus FSC into ASC equals to 0.87 FY AST. Now we have to calculate the value of mu, and we know that C1 equals to 0.36 FCK B into XU, and C2 equals to FSC minus FCC into ASC, and value of lever arm for singly is D minus 0.42 XU, and for doubly, that is for d minus d dash. Now from the given equation we may find that we had calculated C1Z1 plus C2Z2 previously. So we are just inputting the values of C1, Z1, C2 and Z2. So taking the moment at tension reinforcement, we will get the value as mu equals to 0.36 FCK B into XU into D minus 0.42 XU plus value of C2 as FSC minus FCC into ASC into D minus D dash. By using this equation, you may easily calculate the value of mu. And if the value of FCC is neglected, then you will get the equation mu equals to 0.36 FCK B into XU bracket D minus 0.42 XU plus FSC into ASC D minus D dash. So by this equation, you may easily calculate the value of mu. Now we will go for another example. This will be helpful for designing the section, that is for WRC beam. In designing section, value of mu will be given to us, and from SP16 page number 10 table number C, we have to find the value of mu limit. So we know the equation mu2, that is for auxiliary section, equals to mu minus mu limit. And our second step will be using the equation mu minus mu limit equals to FSC minus FCC into ASC D minus D dash. We will go for further calculation. And if the value of FCC is neglected, you will get FSC into ASC into D minus D dash. This equation is given in IS 456 2000, page number 96, clause G 1.2. So our next step will be from SP16 page number 10 table number E, for balance singly beam we have to calculate the value of PT limit. And from PT limit, we have to calculate the value of AST1. Then our next step will be AST2. We have to calculate the value of AST2, and as we discussed earlier, AST2 will be FSC into ASC upon 0.87 Fy. This equation is also given in IS 456 2000, page number 96, clause G 1.2. Hence, here we get the value of AST1, and from here we will achieve the value of AST2. Hence, we have to calculate the total AST, that is AST equals to AST1 plus AST2. From this equation, we will get the total area of tension reinforcement. In the next lecture, we will see the examples related to the analysis of doubly reinforced beam. Thank you.